Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, doesn't what part of the world you're watching from. I have covered that part of it. Hope you're all keeping safe and well as per usual. This is the West Ham Network bringing you today's Hammers headlines in association with our good old friends KUMB.com. If you haven't already, please go across there, check it out. You might not have done it already. You've seen us being in partnership with the KUMB guys for such a long time, but it's definitely worthwhile going and checking out some of their content. Listen, people look for forums, and this is a good place to get started. And if you are very keen on West Ham news and just general West Ham chit-chat banter, get yourself across there and get signed up to their website as well. Anyway, I am here, Anton, from the West Ham Network, to bring you some of the news with regards to West Ham in the day amongst us right now. So I hope you are all safe. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Of course, if you're interested in becoming a channel member, hit the option to join our membership program. Make sure you go and check out the updated news coming from Russ this morning in regards to Emerson Palmieri. Looks like he could be back sooner rather than later. I also did a West Ham Daily. Ings can only get better, everything about Danny Ings. But today's show is about really who's in charge at the management level, the coaching level, the technical directors level. Now, West Ham have been sweating on the future of Tim Steidten amid a lot of interest from Liverpool. Now, loads of sources claimed that Liverpool had identified West Ham's recruitment chief as their prime target once the current technical director from Liverpool would move on alongside Jurgen Klopp. When the reports emerged that Liverpool were paying a very keen interest in West Ham, Tim Steidten himself, kind of flirt with the idea about Liverpool and said he was flattered at that. Even Jacob Steinberg, who we all know is close to David Sullivan, spoke out himself saying that we could be fighting a losing battle when it comes to keeping Tim Steidten at the club. But there is great news, if I'm being honest with you. The news that, Tim Steidten started to bring in his brother to the club and is doing a lot of the background work. But today in particular, there's good news because Tim Steiden's West Ham future looks like it could be sealed as Liverpool's owners have made an official announcement. And that official announcement is that they've brought Michael Edwards back to returning to the club's lead of recruitment. Now, the 44-year-old executive will assume a broad range of responsibilities, including leading efforts to identify and recruit new leadership for Liverpool's football operation and supporting the growth of the FSG and global football through additional investment and acquisition. So, he's previously worked as a sporting director at the Anfield Club, overseeing a period of success that saw them win 7 major titles as well. But that is, quite interestingly, a very good acquisition by Liverpool, but also good for West Ham. And that all but seals his future, that Tim Steiden's going to stay here for the long run. And he's got a big job in his hands. We all know that. We've got the joint smallest squad in the Premier League, and we need to do a rebuild in the summer. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. It's a rebuild coming his way. And obviously with the kind of not aware of the future of David Moyes, the future is undecided. Nobody really does know what is actually going to go on come the part of the summer. I mean, it's the feeling and the vibe is that maybe he will move on. Then to have some stability at the club, seeing the progress that the club is making, and having someone like Tim at the wheel is definitely the direction the club need to maintain and keep going alongside. So there's no questions about the fact that Tim will be going to Liverpool. That looks like that one's dead in the water. And it looks like he has the commitment to the club and probably sees a vision. And these guys at the club will see a vision that we as fans don't see. We as fans are desperate to hear the end goings and ongoings at the club and see what the vision of the long-term future is. It would be nice and it would be very good if the club could be a little bit more transparent on the future. Again, going back to the subject of Bayern Munich, looking at Thomas Tuchel and seeing that relationship is going to work. We'll give you to the end of the summer, but we'll start looking for a new recruitment manager. Then there's something nice about being as transparent as you possibly can. We do have owners that have never necessarily been transparent, but one thing we can hopefully guarantee is this man will be at the wheel for a little bit longer at West Ham. So great news that he is not going to be going to Liverpool. touch wood. You never say never, but you know it's looking likely that that is not going to happen. And he's in at West Ham for the long haul. This is only a short and sharp, sweet piece of business for you today with the Hammers headlines. Join Alex for his TikTok takeover at 9 p.m. this evening, where he will come in and discuss with you the following make or break week for Mr. David Moyes, as of course West Ham get ourselves prepared for the massive task ahead. And we've got to turn around a 1-0 deficit against Freiburg at home at the London Stadium. So fingers crossed we can get that done. Take it easy, everyone. And of course, come on, you irons.